What's up, 4Train Nation? So I have parts 5 of my postseason special. So the AL and NLCS are over, but before I get into the recap and who did what and who's moving on, if you like this kind of stuff, baseball or Yankees content, please hit that like, subscribe, and bell icon buttons. It's greatly appreciated and very helpful for the channel. Now, getting on to the recaps and predictions of the AL and NLCS, and moving on to the predictions of the World Series. So, the final two teams have been decided, and the two teams that punched their tickets were the Astros and the Phillies. But let's recap on the ALCS and the NLCS to let you guys know how they got there. So, starting with the ALCS between the Astros and the Yankees. So the Astros won the series 4-0. And then the Phillies won 4-1 in the NLCS. But for the ALCS, here's the recap for that. In Game 1, the Astros won 4-2, with Justin Verlander being the winning pitcher and Clark Schmidt being the losing pitcher, with Ryan Presley getting the save. And the starters for that were, for the Yankees, Jameson Taillon, and for the Astros, Justin Verlander. In Game 2, the Astros won 3-2, and it came off of a 3-run homer by Alex Bregman off of Luis Severino, which was enough to hold on for the win. And Framber Valdez, who started that game for the Astros, got the win, and Luis Severino, who started for the Yankees, got the loss. And again, Ryan Presley came in for the save. So the Astros were up 2-0 at this point. And in Game 1, the Astros hit 3 solo shots, which put them ahead for good, even though Harrison Bader did hit a solo shot in Game 1. In Game 3, the starters were Christian Javier for Houston and Garrett Cole for the Yankees. In Game 3, the Astros blanked the Yankees 5-0, and there was no one who came in for the save. It was not a save situation, but the Astros blanked the Yankees 5-0 and took a commanding 3-0 lead in the series. And in Game 4, the final game of the series, the Astros won 6-5, and they got their 6th run in the 7th inning. And when they scored 2 runs, and the winning pitcher was Hector Neris, and the losing pitcher was Jonathan Loaisiga, and the save went to Ryan Presley. Now, Nestor Cortes started that game for the Yankees and left with a groin injury. So Lance McCullers Jr. also started for the Astros. So it was a must-win for the Yankees, and they couldn't pull a win out. So they are now going home, and the Astros have punched their ticket to the World Series. Moving on to the NLCS between the Padres and the Phillies. So in Game 1, the Phillies won 2-0, with Zach Wheeler starting for the Phillies and Yu Darvish starting for the Padres. Zach Wheeler got the win, Yu Darvish got the loss, Jose Alvarado got the save. In Game 2, the Padres came back and won 8-5, with Blake Snell getting the win and Aaron Nola getting the loss and Josh Hader getting the save. In Game 3, the Phillies won 4-2, with Ranger Suarez getting the win for the Phillies as the winning pitcher, and Joe Musgrove getting the loss for the Padres as the starting pitcher. For San Diego, with Sir Anthony Dominguez getting the save for Philadelphia. And in Game 4, the Phillies won 10-6, with Brad Hand getting the win, Sean Manaea getting the loss. In that match, Mike Clevenger and Bailey Falter were the 2 starters for San Diego and Philadelphia. And then in Game 5, the Phillies won 4-3, with Jose Alvarado getting the win, Robert Suarez for getting the loss for San Diego, and Ranger Suarez getting the save for Philadelphia to punch their ticket to the World Series and to go to Houston to face the Astros. In Game 5, Yu Darvish and Zach Wheeler for the starters for San Diego and Philadelphia. So the Phillies win that series 4-1, and now the matchup for the World Series is set. So the World Series will be played all games on Fox. So tune in for that if you guys are going to. We've got the Phillies versus the Astros. So in the season series, the Phillies were 1-2. They played them at the end of the season because of the whole strike thing, which caused the season to be delayed. So the Phillies were 1-2. They played 3 games, and they played them in Houston. So they were 1-2 on the road, while Houston was 2-1 in 3 games and 2-1 at home. Their overall record, I'm going to do a little something interesting here, but their overall record for the Phillies against the Astros, because remember that Astros were originally in the National League, their overall record against the Astros is 297 and 283. Their overall home record is 171 and 120, while their road record is 126 and 163. And their overall playoff record against each other is handed to the Phillies as well, so that they are 3-2 against the Astros in playoff games, while the Astros are 283 and 297 lifetime against the Phillies, with an overall home record of 120 and 171, and a road record of 163 and 126, with a postseason record overall of 2-3. So this is going to be interesting to see how this plays out, with a former National League team, now American League team, playing a National League team. So my prediction for this is I have the Phillies overtaking the Astros to win the championship in 6 games. And I say that because of the overall success that the Phillies have had against the Astros. Now, I'm not saying the Astros don't have the pitching and the depth and the hitting, but I think the Phillies have the advantage in the sense of they know the Astros, they know how they are, they know how they play, they know the team, and they have a bit of more of an inside, not look, but an inside knowledge of the Astros. So I got the Phillies in 6. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Let me know who you guys are rooting for and who you guys are picking for this World Series. Until next time, over and out.